What's up, Zamunda family? Now that we learned about candlesticks, let's cover some candlestick patterns. Candlestick patterns are technical trading tools used to help predict price. They are based on current and past price movements. These patterns are repeatable and probable, but not guaranteed. You always want to wait for confirmation when choosing a pattern. The hammer candlestick is a bullish pattern and is formed of a short body with a long lower wick. It is found at the bottom of a downward trend. A hammer shows that although there was selling pressure, ultimately some strong buying pressure drove price back up. They indicate a potential price reversal to the upside. The price must start moving up in the next candle after the hammer, also known as confirmation. It is important to note that the color of the hammer does not matter. It can be green or red, but you are looking for price to close near the open. The lower wick should be at least 2 times the size of the body. A similarly bullish pattern is the inverted hammer. The only difference being that the upper wick is long while the lower wick is short. It's a hammer flipped upside down. It is also found at the bottom of a downtrend. It indicates a buying pressure followed by a selling pressure that was not strong enough to drive the market price down. The inverted hammer tips you off that the buyers are starting to be present and price could reverse soon. You still want to wait for confirmation by the next candle moving up. The candle can be either red or green, but green is best. The bullish engulfing pattern is formed of 2 candlesticks. The first candle is a shorter red body that is completely engulfed by a larger green candle right after. The pattern shows up in a downtrend. Price drops below the lowest point of the previous candle's body and then pushes back up to go higher than the highest point of the previous candle's body, also known as the open and close. A bullish engulfing pattern represents a time period in which bears controlled the price of the stock at some point, only to have bulls decisively take over. The piercing line is also a 2-stick pattern made of a long red candle followed by a long green candle. There's usually a significant gap down between the first candle's closing price and the green candle's opening price. It indicates a strong buying pressure as price is pushed up to or above the midpoint or 50% of the previous candle. A morning star is a 3-candle pattern with a low point on the second candle. It is a sign of a bullish reversal and occurs at the bottom of a downtrend. It is recognized by a long red candle, a smaller candle in the middle, followed by a long bullish green candle. A doji is a name for a trading session in which a security has open and closed levels that are virtually equal. Doji candlesticks can look like a cross, inverted cross, or a plus sign. It can also represent indecision, and typically the following candle after a doji determines the direction. A spinning top is a candlestick pattern with a short, real body that is vertically centered between long upper and lower wicks. The candlestick pattern represents indecision about the future direction of the asset. It means that neither buyers nor sellers could gain control. After a strong price advance or decline, spinning tops can signal a potential price reversal if the candle that follows confirms. A spinning top can have a close above or below the open, but the two prices are always close together. Tweezer tops and tweezer bottoms are patterns that indicate a shift in trend direction. A topping pattern occurs when the highs of two candlesticks occur at almost the exact same level following an uptrend. A bottom pattern occurs when the lows of two candlesticks occur at almost at the exact same level following a downtrend. The shooting star is the same shape as an inverted hammer, but it is formed in an uptrend. It has a small lower body and a long upper wick. It represents buyers pushing price up, but sellers taking price down and exposing their presence. It signifies a possible reversal to the downside. A hanging man is a bearish equivalent of a hammer. It has the same shape but forms at the end of an uptrend. It indicates that there was a significant sell-off during the day, but the buyers were able to push the price up again. The large sell-off is often seen as an indication that the bulls are losing control of the market. A bearish engulfing pattern is formed of two candlesticks. The first candle is a shorter green body that is completely engulfed by a larger red candle right after. This pattern shows up in an uptrend. Price rises above the highest point of the previous candle's body, then pushes down to go lower than the lowest point of the previous candle's body. It represents a possible reversal to the downside. An evening star is a 3-candle pattern with the high point on the second candle. It is a sign of a bearish reversal and occurs at the top of an uptrend. It is recognized by a long green candle, a smaller candle in the middle, followed by a long bearish candle. It indicates the reversal of an uptrend and is particularly strong when the third candlestick erases the gains of the first candle. So let's do a quiz to test your knowledge on what you've learned in this lesson. Is this an inverted hammer or a shooting star, also known as a shooter? If you said inverted hammer, then you are correct. This is at the bottom of a downtrend, so that makes it a hammer, not a shooter. Is this a hammer or a hangman? You got it. It's a hangman. It occurs at the top of an uptrend. So this candle right here, I want you to tell me what it is, where does it occur, and what does it represent? So this is a hammer that occurs at the bottom of a downtrend. It represents seller trying to push price down, but buyers stepping in. It signals a bullish reversal. So what is this and what does it represent? It's a doji. It represents indecision. Usually the next candlestick sets the tone for the next trend. Here's a candlestick pattern cheat sheet. You don't have to learn every pattern on this sheet. There's nothing wrong with sticking with the top row. You can find ones that you like and stick with those. I believe that hammers and shooters are the most important to know, followed by inverted hammer, hangman, and dojis. Replay this video as many times as you need to familiarize yourself with these candles, and they will later show up in a future lesson. This will be the end of this lesson, and I will see you in the next one.